What's up, fellas? Welcome back to That Dope Dad. Today I want to talk to the dads who's been thinking about putting the bottle down. Not the rock bottom story. Not the I lost everything story. Just the regular dad, the working dad, the stressed dad. The dad who doesn't think he has a problem, but knows something just isn't sitting right. And before I go any further, today marks 1 year for me. 1 year with no alcohol in my life. April 12th, 2025, I was in Ballard, a neighborhood in Seattle. It's where all the deadliest catch crab boats are parked. We were at our usual Mexican establishment getting our tacos, our chips, our guac, and my drink of choice was mezcal. Mezcal typically neat or just straight up. I loved sipping a quality mezcal. But today, I'm very proud that it's been 1 year and it's been a struggle. And this isn't me bragging. This is me being proud of myself because it wasn't easy. And if you know, you know. I evaluate my life often. I go back to my 20s, my 30s, and I ask myself, what would I have done differently? And every time it comes back to one thing. I would have cut alcohol out of my life way sooner. I don't think and I didn't think I was an alcoholic. I could drink and I could put it down. But I came to realize something that changed everything for me. Alcohol was my solution. A bad day at work, that was the solution. Argument with my partner, that was the solution. Financial stresses, that was the solution. Feeling like I wasn't enough, that was the solution. It wasn't about partying, it wasn't about being reckless, it wasn't about numbing. And here's the truth I had to face. I was using something that is literally a poison as my solution. I was using a substance that was literally a poison as my solution. And that hit me hard. We dress it up, we normalize it, we celebrate it. But at the end of the day, it's something that slows your mind, stresses your body, messes with your sleep, your energy, your hormones, your clarity. And I had to ask myself, why am I reaching for something that takes more from me than gives to me? As men, especially as dads, we carry a lot. We carry responsibility. We carry expectations. We carry the pressure to provide, protect, lead, stay strong. And nobody really teaches us how to process what that weight feels like on a daily basis. So a drink becomes the pause button, the edge softener, the thing that takes the sharpness off the day. But here's what I had to learn the hard way. When you numb the pain, you numb everything else too. You numb your patience, you numb your presence, you numb your clarity. And sometimes without even realizing it, you numb the moments that matter the most. Now I'm in my 40s and I feel everything. I feel the stress, I feel the frustration, I feel the fear, I feel the doubt, and I deal with it sober. And it's not easy at times. And let me be honest with you, it's hard. There are nights where my mind is loud. There are days when you want to escape, where I want to escape. There are moments when that old solution whispers, this will make it easier. But here's the shift. Easy isn't always better. Easy isn't always better. To numb it isn't strong. Strong is sitting in the discomfort and not running. Strong is having the hard conversation without liquid courage. I feel strong as facing life without needing to check out. Strong is also this. My kids get to see a father who doesn't rely on a substance to get through life when things get hard. They get to see a sober man. They get to have a sober dad. They get to see clarity. They get to see presence. And some of us, that's not what we grew up watching. Some of us didn't have an example, and all we saw was our mother or father or family, uncles, grandpas drink their problems away. So this isn't just about me anymore. This is about what I'm modeling. This is about breaking patterns. Now let me say this clearly. I'm not judging anybody. I am not judging anybody. If you have a drink here and there, bro, I get it. I get it. I'm not above you. I'm not better than you. This is just the direction I'm going with my health, my mind, my life. For me, I just don't see the point anymore. I don't need it to celebrate. I don't need it to cope. And I definitely don't need to put something in my body that works against me. It's a poison. And how I did not comprehend that or think about that in my 20s and 30s just blows my mind. Especially with how addicted I am to health and fitness. Work out all week, and then the weekend in my 20s just blow it all by drinking all weekend. If you're a dad listening right now thinking, man, I've been using it as a solution, this isn't judgment. This is awareness, and awareness is powerful. You don't have to label yourself anything. You don't have to make some dramatic announcement. But maybe you start asking yourself better questions. What am I really feeling? What am I avoiding? What would it look like to handle this clear-headed, with a clear mind? Your kids don't need a perfect dad. They need a present one. And we say it in every podcast. They need a dad who can sit with them fully there. A dad whose emotions aren't controlled by a substance. A dad who models what it looks like to face life head on. And if you're trying to put down the bottle, if you're trying to put the bottle down, hear me clearly. You are not weak, you're evolving. It takes courage to sit with your emotions sober. It takes discipline to break patterns you've had for years. Patterns that you've had for years, especially if you're in your 40s and 50s. It takes strength to rewrite coping mechanisms. But on the other side of that, there's clarity, there's self-respect, there's real energy, there's better sleep, there's a sharper mind, there's a different kind of confidence. The kind that says, I can handle life as it is, and that's confidence. And that's powerful. So if this episode hit home, I want you to sit with it. Reflect. Brother, reflect. Be honest with yourself. And if you're on this journey, or even thinking about it, you're not alone. It took me a long time to get on this journey, and I knew I should have started it a long time ago. This is that dope dad. We're not perfect. We're not pretending. We're growing. If this spoke to you, share it with another dad who might need to hear it. Let's build stronger men, stronger fathers, and stronger families, one clear decision at a time. If this hits you today, don't just nod your head and move on while you're listening. Do something with it. Maybe that's taking a night off. Maybe that's taking a week off. Maybe that's going a month and seeing how you feel. Maybe it's just being honest with yourself for the first time in a while. And if you know another dad who needs to hear this, send it to them. Because sometimes one conversation, one message can change everything. If you have a moment, follow us on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. Leave us a review and rate the show. The more men we connect with, the more men and dads we help. I appreciate the support. And if you need help, send me a message on Instagram anytime. I try to connect with as many dads as I can. I'm here for you. This is That Dope Dad. I'll see you next week.